Hey everybody, it's Rhinos. Here to do some gauntlet runs. They're supposed to be quick hits. Let's get it going. I had started for 20 seconds and my son walked in and asked a question, so I'm restarting it. I already rolled Libra and Scorpio. You know what? I'll roll one of these. And I'll get the idea if I'm going to re-roll. Keep those. Red means red light stop. Yeah. We're definitely going to run the Libra and the Scorpio that I had pre-rolled. I did a 20-second video. I had to stop it, so 20 seconds in. So yeah, we're going to do, and this isn't going to be a gauntlet run. This is going to be a pre-run conversations. Real quick. Let's see. We'll use these. And use these. All right. So, Libra. What are you trying to say, Libra? No. Libra says 3 of Cups reversed. So that's a union, it's growth, but it's 4, it's third party situation. Are you with somebody? Death from Scorpio. No, I left them. No longer do that. Oh. Libra says 8 of Cups reversed. So why are you still walking away? Why? So you walked away. Yeah. So you gave it up. You walked away. You're transcending to higher vibration, or you're moving on to something higher. Question. Oh, this one came out first. 10 of Cups reversed. It wasn't my wish fulfillment. It wasn't meant for me. Was not what I wanted. Well, I was upset. Well, I didn't get the offer. Yeah. Well, I was waiting for a pentacle offer. I was waiting for an offer of home and stability, a stable offer. But I didn't see it. Star card. I hope you can heal from this, and I hope your direction in life, this is from Scorpio, your direction in life takes a good turn. I'm taking risks. I'm purifying my life. That's from Libra. Taking risks and purifying my life and my soul. Scorpio says, my mind, body, and soul and energy are racing, but I'm trying to help others and be flexible in my help in the things that I do. Alright, that's a quick hit for y'all. Alright, let's get our runners up. Runners up. Who's our runners? Spirit, who's our runners? Aquarius and Gemini. Ooh. Gem. Oh, enter Gemini. Oh, enter Aquarius. Aquarius, Gemini. Obviously, Aquarius. I know it's backwards, but Gemini. So these have got to be the two most zodiac to use the mind the most. While Gemini is in a dual mind about things, they see both sides of the story, the light and the dark, positive, negative, the feminine, male, or masculine. Aquarius sees the future, basically, and they see philosophy in a different way. So while Gemini creates circles and cycles for the now, Aquarius is starting points up here for the future. Aquarius is the higher octave of Gemini. So imagine this. Aquarius comes first, and then the evolution of Aquarius, right, comes up and has to have the spot that they used to fill here. So now, cycles, he's creating new ones. So these guys are the mirrors of each other. Anyway, may not come out that way, but let's roll these dice for all right, so this run's going to be, oh shit, I don't know why I did that. These two are for Aquarius, these two are for Gem. That wasn't a good roll, they just slid. There we go, so we got left. All right, so Gemini, your run, we need to focus more on, or put an emphasis, not more, but let's emphasize the direction change, attention to a light side. And then the reversed left is right. Okay, so you need to change your focus more in a new direction. Attention to something, or light, love light. And we have the left reversed or upside down, which is reflection is needed. So I think you've done enough reflection on the current situation. It's time to move on to something different. Aquarius, you have the left upright, which is reflection is needed. So you need to, this Aquarian needs to reflect on something and stop taking so much action right now. So right now is not the time for action. Right now is the time for reflection. All right, let's begin. They fell, but I kind of feel like they were needed. Oddly enough, I would usually just say, hey, they fell, but so the runners and Gemini's energy is the Empress, abundance. Venus could be Libran. You're dealing with could be just Libran energy, Taurean energy, but it is definitely boundless, and it is using things that you see or given or awarded to create more abundance out of it. So it's like, you know, she's like the prototypical mother of all the zodiac. So the Empress is creation. Maybe there's something you need to create, especially with the focus change and then the no action. So creation starts in the mind first as a thought, and then you bring that out in form. Aquarian, you have the Prince of Cups reversed. This is some sort of love offer not coming, not being given, and I think because you need to reflect on something right now. Remember, you needed reflection and less action. So the reverse Prince of Cups is stop trying to give the love offer, so stop expecting the love offer and reflect upon your situation first. All right, so next one is, if you guys haven't seen yet, these Gauntlet runs, I'm kind of adding a level of entertainment that is, a little bit more geared. So the next one is the Y and X runner questions, which means I've developed questions I've tried to base off of, the energies and what each zodiac represents in itself. So right now I've only got 2 questions created per zodiac, so there's 24 questions I made. Oh, well, Aquarians, I got 3 because I'm an Aquarian. So when I was coming to that, for that energy on that. So anyway, the Gemini's question to Aquarius is the reversed 10 of discs in this deck is called the Wealth card. So the lack of stability, or the lack of finances, or the lack. So actually, no. I apologize. That was my bad. This is the answer to Aquarian's question, which I will give you. You have to get both of them out, and then I'll show you how I do that. And of course, this is all new. So if you ever have any ideas, anything you want to say to add input to it that could change it from a viewer standpoint, please just let me know. I am not butthurt about things very easily. So, all right, so we have our answers. So, Gemini, there's mostly only 2 questions. So, an even number will be question 2, because I've got them numbered on this, and an odd will be 1. And this will be Aquarius and Gem. All right, so we got it even for Gemini. Gemini's question is number 2. What is your long-term focus? Aquarius answers 2 of Swords in this deck is called Peace, finding peace, Libra energy, balance. So Aquarius wants to find peace, and I think this is peace within self and within the world. Nice. All right, so Aquarius, they got an 11, so that's an odd number. So their number 1 question is, are you assuming? Is your ego affecting intentions? Gemini says reverse 10 of discs. So this is stability, loss of stability. I feel like Gemini is saying there's, with what's going on right now, I'm feeling a little lack. And that lack feeling, okay, hold on. They're feeling lack, right? End of their answer. My input. That lack feeling is ego and fear coming into play. So I think what's trying to say there is to stop fearing and just know that if you are doing life right, and you are trying to help others and be good for others, regardless of your situation. You do what you can with what you can. That doesn't mean giving up everything that you got. You're not supposed to say, yes, I'll give you everything that I don't have. You know, there's a song from City and Color. There's a one line in there it says, I've given you more than I'm worth. That really means a lot, meaning I've given you more than I even have for myself. So Gemini, I think you need to step back, change your direction, you know, stop reflecting upon the lack and change your direction and your focus to, if I am a good person, I am helping, God will help. God, even if it doesn't seem like it, just stay with it, because God will also wait, because God's going to need your energy to think about the positive, to think about what you want, without saying, oh, I wish I didn't have this, but I want this. Don't worry about the didn't. Be like, all I want to do is to improve this or that, and I need this, God, and then let it go, and just think about it every day. Be like, I can't wait till God does that. Or God or Spirit, whatever you look at, they're going to give this to me, because I feel it so deeply in my soul. But for something to come from, you know, 5th density and higher down into our 3rd density, God still has to work through our physical realm. So it ain't like they can do like that and it just magically appears. No, things on a 3D level are done by us here, so it has to be something that's done by us that creates avenues for the stuff to come to you. But you have to keep thinking about it, so it keeps moving down that avenue and keeps coming towards you until it's all boom right with you. If you think of it once and it's coming in and then you stop, it's losing its focus. It's going to start to expand back out. You got to draw it back in like the feminine. Anyway, man, these are supposed to be quick. Oh well, I'm a good time. So the current problem for Gemini and Aquarius. Gemini is that. Gemini is the 4 of Pentacles. This is holding too tightly or not holding tight enough, and there's the Pentacles too. So this Gemini. Wow, that fell too damn. I mean, that even fell on camera. That fell too damn perfect. The Hermit. Introspection. Understanding. All right, so current problem for Gemini was holding too tightly or not tight enough. With our wealth, with our 10 of Pentacles reversed and the lack, you're holding on to your Pentacles so tightly because you do not want to feel this lack. You're worried that you're feeling lack because you don't have your 10 of Pentacles. You know, you don't feel stable, so you're holding on to the 4 of Pentacles you have so damn tightly. And Spirit and the way energy works is, if you're holding this tightly, then you're compressing it into yourself, which means good, right? Because that's not give, receive. The flow of energy is to give and receive and cycle it out. If you're holding and not letting anything out, then nothing's going to come in because Spirit says you're not open to the cycle. You're not cycling with it. So that means you've closed that cycle. So you got to be careful about these things like that, like the things you want the most in your life and the things you like the most, by holding too tightly and not letting those energies flow back and forth. Those energies, that's a cycle that stops, and the universe works on cycles. So if you stop a cycle, then it's done. Which is, if you stop a cycle of good things by treating it as a lack, then you're going to end a cycle prematurely, or one that you don't want to end, and it will happen. But you have the introspection, so think deeply on that. Think about how the small things you may not even be seeing yourself doing that are causing this grip and this hold. Because like I said, everything as that gravitates in, it's compressing into you until it's finally into you, right? So if you're holding too tightly, you're just holding it right here. So it can't come back out. So because once it's here, boom, right? Now you get to send it back out into whatever it needs to be done, and it comes back around and compresses and expands and compresses. That's how energy is made. That's how energy moves. That's how things work. If it's compressed, something's compressed, it's not moving, not expanding, it's not vibrating, it's not sending out, it's not creating, sending, or using energy. What's that mean? That sounds like something's dead. Now, I'm not saying just go spend the rest of your pentacles. It's just the mindset. If you can at least keep the mindset of, I will always have, because I have the faith that as long as I'm good to people and I use my free will and a good intention, and with good intention, they will always come back. And once you get to that cycle, that's a cycle with God. And when you get that cycle with God, you don't got to worry. It's an amazing place, trust me. And I am an Aquarius, so Geminis and Aquarians, there was nobody more logical than me. Or I was just as logical as the most logical Gemini and Aquarius. So I still have mass logic, but I've learned about some faith as well. Because I'll tell you what, you cannot see love. Most people can't define love, but I know it's real because I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? But there's no logic to love. Remember that. All right. Anyway, so the resolution. Oh, never mind. I forgot to do Ace of Pentacles. So anyway, Aquarian, your problem. King of Pentacles upright. Your problem. So the King of Pentacles is a very stable person. They're very giving. And, people rely upon the King of Pentacles. It's riches, it's wealth, it's rewards, boss, promotions, traditional father, a grounded masculine, faithfulness, experienced other person. So your problem, you know what? I'd say problem, but every time I say problem, I get like this turn in my stomach. Like it's not a problem per se, but it's what's going on in this situation, I believe. And that is the King of Pentacles. You are super stable. You have something to teach. And everybody wants it. Or you have something that everybody wants, and it's a huge pinnacle, but this person's looking at me, not the pinnacle. They're holding this big pinnacle up, and they're not. They're kind of flat-faced. So I think, actually, you know what? I think I see now that this person's problem, this Aquarian's problem, or it may not be like a detrimental problem. It's just something that is with this situation, is that they're sitting back saying, there's a lack on this side, but I've got all the pentacles I need, and the stability, the money, and it's just it's a big pinnacle. That's all it is. I'm looking at you though, because you're more important. People are more important than just stability and money. But anyway, all right, so let's go. Resolutions wanted. And if, not all interactions with people or energies is both people having a problem. Sometimes some people's problem is that they don't have a problem, so another person is coming to them. So while that person is not a problem, the other person's problem is kind of being handled or seen or felt by an Aquarian. Next up, Mercury's messages. So one thing we know is that Mercury is the 88, right? And because it's an 88-day cycle for them, they're the closest to the sun. There's an 88-day circular cycle for them. And one thing about that is the twins, it's the duality. It's Mercury is the only one that can see both sides of the light and the darkness. While Aquarius used to be that position, they're done. They've been ascended into a new role, which is the futuristic, or the understanding of the light dark cycle enough to where now they can understand what to put people on later in life. That's why they say Aquarians are always 20 years ahead. So Mercury's message, this is to let us all know what could be coming, especially from the situations that we're in right now. Cups and Wands. Alright, this is only supposed to be one card, but when they give two, I don't complain. When they give half the deck, someone, I mean, I can just throw it away. I'll throw the deck away, Spirit, and just start preaching. You like that? I mean, I do. I am an ordained minister in an open church, but I follow law of one. Anyway, Mercury's message. And Mercury says, Hermit. The Hermit. This is twice the Hermit has come for you, Gemini. That one, remember the one that flew out and fell right in perfect position on your, well, on the right side of this Empress, but on my left side. So the right side is where we manifest, or our connection to the physical. And this one fell center. I didn't really fall, but I put it there. So anyway, the gist of the story is I see a heavy Virgo energy here. So Gemini, you're either dealing with a Virgo, or you have Virgo placements really heavy, and they're trying to say get in your Virgo energy big time if they are placed that way. And what that is introspection, groundingness, order. The problem with Virgos are they can get a little perfectionist because they want things so like work-esque, very work-oriented, very structured, and they don't have that. They get out of whack. But the Hermit is definitely introspection, analyzing things, analyzing the situation, peace and solitude, to think, organize, ruminate, and take stock of something. And I see this twice, so you need to, and we see the feeling of lack and the holding tightly. You need to really reevaluate what you're doing. Maybe it's not quite as bad as you think, or maybe you need to, like I said, change your focus from the beginning into something a little less uptight. And I know it's like, wow, we got all this, whatever the hell that stupid ass virus is. Got all this going on. So what? If you've been doing great and you're ready to do great and you're helping others and all you want to do is help others, and I'm telling you right now, if you're not doing that, you should. And if you're going to do that, you must first love yourself. And this is my arrow effect, right? This is something I've been formulating, and I'm sure a lot of people have done this as well. But to put energy and shoot an arrow and hit the target, one must pull it back first and then let it go, right? So imagine that as intention. We pull that intention and love into ourselves first, boom, and then we can let it out and hit the target outside of ourselves. So love through yourself. Love that is through yourself is love that can help others in a positive way. So Mercury's message to you, Aquarius. Mother of Cups, Son of Wands. This is nurturing and a little bit more, okay. Remain nurturing and loving and unconditional love. But Son of Wands brings a lot of adventure and fun, but be a little bit more immature. And when I say mature, I don't mean like negative immature. I mean like, when you look at some children, they're playing, they just don't have a care in the world, right? Bring that energy in, I think is what we need to do here. And that is the reflection that's needed. How to balance and reflection upon yourself is the unconditional love, the nurturing. What are you doing, Blaze? And just loving to love, because love is amazing, and learn how to have a little bit of fun with that. All right, so next up, these are Saturn's judgments. And Saturn is the lord of karma. Saturn's coming up very soon. Put us all on the spot. This right here, they got a plan going on. Saturn and Pluto are going to meet up, and every time that happens, the world comes to crazy. Most of the wars we've seen, all kinds of big time stuff in the world happens every time these two come together. And Saturn is also representative of the world, the lord of karma. The rewards can be given or punishments given. This is why for a while I've been preaching, put out there what you want. And I don't necessarily mean, oh, I want $1 million. Nope, I'm putting out there the fact that I'm going to help people, and I'm going to love them regardless of what happened in the past or what has happened or is going happening. What I think, no matter what, I'm going to help somebody that needs help, and I'm going to love them just because that's what we all deserve. And that's because I know I deserve it as well. So why would I not want to give that to others? And then when it's time for the Lord of Karma to come in, the Lord of Karma doesn't cut negative always. Karma cuts two ways. Karma cuts negative out. Karma cuts positive out. Karma has a line. It's a give-receive line, right? Karma. On one side's the good, one side's the bad, or negative karma, or the the pushing karma away or pulling karma in. So what have you done? Anyway, Saturn's judgment says reverse Two of Cups over here on Gemini, and reverse Father of Cups on the right. So that's crazy that Aquarius has Mercury's messages being the Mother of Cups, and then Saturn's judgment says the reversed Father of Cups. Manipulations. Whatever that's going to go with. That's crazy. Go figure. I rolled this and Saturn fell right on top of the Father of Cups, and Aquarius blew, or Uranus blew off to the left here. So careful, because Saturn can also bring in illusions as a last ditch effort to see what you're going to do. So Saturn also represents the 3D world. It's also the connection to Capricorn and Satan. And this is their 3D world. They're going to give you all the nasty shit. Saturn's always going to attempt to give you the most fun, the addictions, the things that you use to cut your stress, to make you not deal with the stuff, to keep it inside of you. Because if you keep it inside of you, it's going to draw it in like a bug, though. So, right? If I can keep that bit inside of you, I can keep a nice little energetic flow to you. Because you're mine. I want you in my world. And Uranus is on its way in. And Uranus always. The thing about Saturn is they can do whatever they want, but as soon as they're done, the reason the Uranus is connected to the Fool is because as soon as Saturn's done, Uranus always comes in to throw a fucking curveball and shake shit up. And this is why Uranus is a humanitarian, because Uranus always does it for humanitarian reasons. But the problem is judging by the way what Saturn has put in place, sometimes Uranus has to just completely wipe shit out, which does create a lot of strife and turmoil in the 3D. But Uranus is a long cycle, so while your life cycle is small, you're like, man, I'm living in such a horrible time. Uranus is like, well, if you've seen what that could have turned into in 2 times, your lifespan, then you'll understand why I went ahead and broke that up now, and I'm sorry you have to live that. So Uranus always brings that curveball, the unexpected. But Uranus is actually the father of Capricorn. So Capricorn, in some depictions, is eating babies and stuff, and it's the devil. That's why they're connected to the devil, because of the influences that can happen upon them. That's why it's the Lord. That's why they become the Lord of Karma. Saturn is, because the energies of desire and being bound to something and not moving ahead and not learning lessons. That's why now Saturn has to be the Lord of Karma, because they had to experience that bad side as well as the good side to understand that side. So they got that understanding. That's why they have to be that. But Uranus is going to come in and shake shit up. So Gemini, reverse Two of Cups. This is obviously a breakup that was deep. It was a breakup with somebody that was deep, or a relationship or a love that was deep with you. And that's Saturn's judgment. We understand that you're hurt, but you got to move forward, or if not, if that's not what's happening, and all this holding is going on, and introspection that's needed, you're gonna lose somebody if you don't. And Saturn says to Aquarius, the Father of Cups reversed, this is abusive personal emotional manipulation, loves himself too much, don't understand how to care for others, lack of self-control, a cheater, a player. You get the point. Mercury's message of truth is the Mother of Cups. Like, I kind of feel like somebody is making Saturn's judgments. Saturn's saying somebody's being emotionally manipulative, and this is a couple. This is a pairing as well. So we got the Father of Cups and the Mother of Cups. And masculine and feminine energies here. Just because you're male or female does not mean you are the one that coincides. Somebody's just being very controlling and manipulative and just unloving, and they don't know how to love somebody more than themselves. And that's what Saturn's saying here. But Mercury's message is true. So Mercury's saying that either one of two ways: you continue to be the Mother of Cups, you get out of the Father of Cups energy into the Mother of Cups, or you're not the Father of Cups reversed that they keep trying to put on you. You are Mother of Cups. Right? Okay. Alright, so last one. This is Spirit's guidance, interventions, and assistance. There are 7 cards that, if come up in this position, have a way deep, very deep meaning. One that is a cosmic level, that is far above our understanding. You are a part of it, but you are only a small portion of that timeline. And this is not one. Daughter of Pentacles reversed. This is so the daughters are very pure and young. Basically mean their experience is very low. This is reversed of Pentacles, so this is somebody. Spirit's guidance, intervals, and assistance. Spirit is Spirit. Sorry, I'm reflecting upon this. Okay. Spirit's guidance, interventions, or assistance is, they're no longer going to allow any small, insignificant offers to come to you as far as the 3D realm is concerned. Any offers coming your way, well, no matter what they seem, you must take the time to look at them, because they're probably bigger than you think, and they're not going to be the only one. So just understand all the offers coming are going to be good for you. But it's up to you to reflect, both of you, and understand which offer is going to make you happy. Of course, you might not get one. You might have to turn down one offer to get to the next. Stop holding on to your pentacles. Stop being scared. And just go until you feel something that makes, don't look for more if you don't need it. If it makes you feel like you're complete, this offer, in any way, it's a 3D, so it's home, money, relationships. And if it makes you feel super complete, then all you have to do is get it enough, right? We don't need more than we need. We just need what we want. So when that comes, you should feel it. You should know it, and you keep it rolling. That's it for this one. I'm going to let my dog out real quick. It's just one door over here, and I'll be right back. Come on. Good, buddy. Man, that was a 30-minute run. These aren't supposed to be that long, but I'm not supposed to dictate what Spirit wants given, or the celestial bodies. I'm supposed to dictate what's supposed to be dictated, and the idea and intention is for these to be quick. But if they're not, then the idea and intention in the root is to be uplifting and enlightening. That's the first myth. So, all right, let's get you guys reset. Let's do a quick combo. Oh, we gotta bring the fun side to it, right? All right. So, who's speaking? Anybody want to make any zodiacs want to make a comment? This is the part of the entertainment side where it's just me having a little fun, showing you my personality. Any zodiacs want to have a conversation? Oh, why am I rolling this one? didn't mean to roll that. I meant to roll this one. Cancer and Gemini are going to have a conversation. These are quick hit conversations. Oh, what am I doing? Cancer. Cancer's right side. Alright, Cancer, Gemini. Cancer, Gemini. And combos. Cancer says, I don't strength reverse. Oh. This one fell first. So this is gonna be there. Cancer says, reverse strength. I'm afraid to put my hand in the lion's mouth. I'm afraid of what's going on. I don't have the strength to keep moving on here. I'm so scared. Gemini says, Ace of Pentacles. Well, here, I got this for you. It's a new offer. This should help you. Cancer says, Page of Wands reversed. So this is not being real spirited or uplifting and jovial about it. So basically, this is a denial. I don't think that's going to help me. It's not enough. I need more than that. That's not a good attitude, Cancer. Well, Gemini says, well, here's the Knight of Cups. So I'm coming to you. I'm bringing more than this. I'm bringing myself and my love. Cancer says, purity upright. That's pure. So Cancer doesn't say. Cancer's thinking how pure this is. That's why there's 3 cards here. And this, okay, yeah. Cancer's thinking, well, I think this is real. This is a real offer. And the reverse simplicity. But it's complicated. Gemini says, don't focus on what's so tough, what seems tough. And I think that's the point. These are not real long-winded conversations. These are just going to be short ones. Quick hits, something to think on. Conversations may not even be between real people. These could just be between actual zodiacs and energies that they're trying to teach everybody. So anybody could use that as a message. All right. Boom, boom. Which zodiacs are up on the gauntlet next? Oh, that one went way hell over there. Aries. Aries is always up. Maybe because we're in Aries season, but Aries got some stuff they got to get done. And Virgo. Ooh, Aries and Virgo. Nice. Anyway. Ooh. Alright, let's get that XY energy. Let's get that base energy for the zodiacs. Get ready to do a run. Aries wants to say something. He says, I'm here. Aren't you impressed? I'm here. Aren't you impressed? Look at me. Yep, we're going to leave it at that. Oh, woo. Virgo says, nope, you are not done. Virgo says, this should be easy. I stay organized. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Aries and Virgo, they got some comp coming. Whoa. Wow, I didn't even realize that fell right on top. That's cool. Wow. So the Animal Spirit deck, it has 7 cards in it with this symbol here. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it, but if you're not, this symbol is that of ether, spirit, God, energy, source energy, whatever you want to call it. Well, one that fell on Virgo, that I didn't realize till it already happened, is also one, right? And then we have the crow, which also brings in that circular energetic form. And we have this one as well. So I feel like these are both Aries energy, because Aries has been going through this right now anyway, like a duality of themselves. All right, these two are Virgo. Wow, we got star green for Virgo, star black, star obviously is the changing your focus into something else, right? Is to focus in a different way, focus your energy, your thoughts, your manifestations, whatever it is. There's a new focus you're being asked to do. But the black dot means that spirit is here. Spirit's here guiding, doing a lot of guidance with you. And over here on Virgo, we have the black star, which is also change that direction or attention to something else. But we got green dot, which brings in, the way I've designed this, bring in some feminine energy, the loving, the nurturing, the pull of, spirit into matter. The feminine energy pulls spirit into the matter of things, of being. So I think bring spirit into this and pull it, because spirit can be right here, right? But if you're not accepting it, this little gap right here is keeping you disconnected. If spirit's sitting right here, all around your body, just an inch away. If you're not open to receiving, the spirit can just like hold itself there and help as much as it can. But if you're not receiving spirit, you're not giving the push back out, the masculine manifestation. But anyway, so we see Aries with the crow on that. It's air sign. Could be dealing with an air sign. Could also have it in your chart. But we see this crow's like it's setting, because it's perched. It's not flying, right? It's perched on the world. The crow usually means death, right? So there's a black plague, or death, if you will, on the world. And it looks like this crow is sitting on it, because it's not far. The white is here. The light's way up here. It's not far from it. You see that little inch? I was just talking about that. Spirit's right here. Spirit's still here. But there's some blackness coming in, and the crow's just sitting here waiting for its feast. But we see this world. It's not dead. It's not broken. As a matter of fact, it's got all the colors of the 3D chakras, all those energy centers. There's tons of bounds of energy. And what's putting this darkness here? Why is this crow here? Because the crow's waiting for a meal, but it's not dead yet. Why? Now look at this. Look. So I got that right. Now look at this cosmic egg. Right? We have a serpent around it. This is gripping. That serpent's not eating the egg. That serpent's actually protecting it, holding it. It's wrapped around it. And be it as you may, I'm getting this is a devilish energy. This is, if I grab a hold of it and I wrap them, they'll think this, right? Spirit saying, nope. See those giant gaps here? You notice that this card is not. Look, tips are black, right? You know what I'm saying? It's so far out. There's no darkness here. This is all an illusion. Because the way the world works, the way the reality and consciousness works is everything has a mirror, and nothing can exist without its opposite. You know what I'm saying? So Spirit's saying there's dots of darkness around that I let in just to help create the contrast that I need to see the goodness here, for you to see the goodness. But I'm actually going to read those just because of how significant the Spirit fell in the beginning here. That's what I'm feeling, but we will also give the creators energy that they put into this. I like to do that, especially there's almost like a handful of cards I'll do this with, just because it's such an essential. Cosmic Egg, by the way, is the very last card in all of this oracle. Completion, harmony, the infinite within the finite. Cosmic Egg is the final card in the journey of the Animal Spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. It's unfolding in a way that would seem that this world is gripped by, the snake, the devilish energy, but by no means is it dead. No. We have the power to shoo this crow off and to break the grip of this just by loving ourselves enough to love others. And the intention is not to love myself so much that I forget others. The intention is I love myself enough so I can be a very, very deep and diverse love to give to the diversity in this planet. Think about that. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do the cosmic egg still. Or the golden egg. I don't want to, they're longer than that, but I don't want to read. But anyway, before I'll give you what I'm feeling. So the golden egg, right? With the change of focus and the feminine energy, well, if this doesn't scream feminine energy, you are, what you produce can be golden and very, very spiritual. So lay your spiritual egg, incubate it, and watch what spirit gives you. What that means is accept spirit and faith into your body, and allow that cycle to start between you and God and spirit and source and Most High, whatever it is you look at, whatever it is you follow, whatever it is you believe. I don't care what term you use, it's all the same. And once you do that, it's not an instant. This is another thing. This isn't instant, right? An egg, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, spirit's golden egg came first, which is that of creation. So whatever you can create with spirit, it's a co-creation, and it will take time. Sometimes some lines are shorter for certain things. Some take longer. But golden egg. Message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned, until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga, nidra, or meditation. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection and contemplation. And introspection and contemplation are your bag there, Virgo, the Hermit. So anyway, man, these things are running longer. Spirit's got stuff to say today, baby. So now we're going to do, guys, runner questions. So, Aries. Actually, Virgo got a 6 and an 8, so we're doing the evens. Aries, give your answer. Actually, Aries is going to ask, what's your ability or the way you're going to solve this problem, Virgo? So if there's a connection between you and a Virgo, and this could be small or large. I mean, this connection could be an issue with change at the gas station, or it could be a loved one. With spirit involved here, I think this could be big. But this is just for fun here. The way I did these questions, they don't necessarily going to pertain to any one topic. So again, Aries asks Virgo, what ability or way will you use to solve this problem? And Virgo says the 6 of Cups. I'm going to, the 6 of Cups brings in, like, they say it's the reconciliation cards, but this is the harmony card. This is reformulating what first you fell in love with, reformulating why the foundation broke, and understanding that I don't want it to be broke after that fight. I want it to be back together because we did that wrong. So this is a harmony. So Virgo's saying, I'm going to harmonize with it. You or that, or just make peace, harmonize with it, or harmonize with spirit even. And Virgo's question is going to be, what boundaries need changed? Aries says, Queen of Cups. I need you to go into the Queen of Cups. Aries is saying, I need you to be the maternal energy, the lover of lovers, because the queens are cups and the Queen of Cups is cups, so it's cups, cups. This is the deepest lover there is, if you ask me, in the whole deck. And I think Aries is asking either, Aries is saying, the boundaries that are needing to be changed are ones that keep me away from the Queen of Cups, is basically what I think. Is what I've immediately got. Aries is saying there needs to be a more deeper, unconditional type of love. So the current issues, So we got the shadow side for Aries. So Aries is going through what I feel, this is the devil and other tarot. Capricorn or Saturn. Everybody's going to be dealing with Saturn, I can guarantee you. Saturn's on their way back with the shots and karma, so you better hope you've been doing right. Anyway, the current problem is the shadow side. Aries is going through dark night of the soul. Aries is seeing that their empirical or very spirited energy is bringing in all the wrong people, I think, or they're being the wrong person. They're putting a lot of judgments upon themselves, and they probably shouldn't. And the problem for Virgo is the Eight of Wands. Too much movement, too much spirited, passionate movement. So Aries, you might be, if you're actually dealing with a Virgo in a relationship, you might be out and about running around all the damn time. And if you're running around all the damn time, this Virgo says, we're not harmonizing that way. How can I harmonize with something that's not here? You may need to face that fact that you might have too many friends, too much of an entourage, and you need to learn how to be the emperor, stay at home and be the emperor. The life of an emperor isn't grand and fun. It's very daunting and complicated. But Aries, if there's anybody in the zodiac that can do it, it's you. That's why you are the emperor. So anyway, resolution wanted. Aries says, I need a new start. It's the Fool upright. I need a new start. I need something new. I need to take a leap of faith. Yes, Aries, take a leap of faith. Got so much spirit on you. Got two cards that have very spirit, God energy there. And resolution wanted by Virgo is a reverse Ace of Swords. Wow. Virgo's resolution is to come out of this. I don't think you guys are, if you are dealing with one in a relationship or family or some sort of thing, there's some either messed up communication, some lies, or there's no communication, and Virgo wants to stop that. Wants that to stop. So I agree. That's something that should be abound in any kind of relationship, be it romantic or not. Right. Mercury's message. Mercury's 88's the double infinity, the seeing both sides, the duality of the Geminis, the twins. They can see both sides of every story. So Mercury's message here for Aries is the Two of Cups. There's soulmate energy here. This is your soulmate, or you're looking for your soulmate, or your soulmate's on their way because their soulmate's. And then over here, actually, never mind, that's going to be this way. That's for both of you. The Two of Cups for both of you. A relationship's on the horizon. Soulmate energy. Deep love coming. The waters are still, and they're not. These emotions and relationship won't be choppy. Could be with the Libra and the chart as well. So it could be multiple Virgo or Libras. This could be Aries dealing with Virgo or Libras, or people with those in it, or Aries has Libra. Anyway, so Saturn's judgment. Saturn is the Lord of karma. He comes around, karma gets dished out, positive or negative. Whatever you put out is what you get back. It is the reverse Hierophant. This is non-traditional living together. This is broken agreements, broken contractual agreements. This is broken conjugations. Just there's some non-traditional. This brings in a non-traditional or non-typical or something very different about what is happening here. And it's not tradition. Maybe, may not be, you may be breaking traditions of your ancestry, I don't know. But this is their judgments. So Saturn's judging it this way. The problem is Saturn's view is not always clearest either. But when we use the soulmates cards here, I think there's a test coming. There's a test coming of a religious or spiritual test. And the test is going to be to see if you're going to end up in this energy. Because right now they think you're going to stay in that energy. Right now Saturn says you're going to stay in this energy. Because Saturn is also connected to Satan, the 3D world, and they bound. And Saturn doesn't want you to become spiritual. Because, for one, they have to dish out karma, but they have to dish it out good or bad. Even though they don't want you to leave, they have to give you your good karma. Saturn has to give good karma. They're bound. They cannot make that. Spirit says that Saturn can't make that choice to be deceiving and not give what is supposed to come, because in the end, Saturn can only work off the energy you put out. So if you didn't give the energy out that Saturn can give you a negative karma, then Saturn has to do it. Saturn is bound to it. Have to give you the good. So I think you need to understand what a relationship is in such a deep manner that it breaks all bindings of tradition. I think that's what needs to happen here. So Spirit, give us your guidance or interventions or assistance. And if you watch the first one, then you know that there's 7 cards that could change this into deepness, which with these Spirit cards here and all the Spirit energy and the deepness of karmas, I would imagine one of them will come. Ooh. This fell sideways, and I felt like I need to read it sideways. So this is yet to come. Spirit has yet to do this or put this here. Spirit's guidance, interventions, or assistance is the sideways. So here's the way it went. So this would be upright, and when she fell to her right. So when she fell this way. So she's going clockwise. That's a positive spin. So that's a masculine spin. Anyway, it's the sideways high priestess. So it's still yet to be determined. But this could be if this high priestess goes negative, this is somebody using secret or esoteric knowledge for self gain, personal gain, or just ignoring intuition and that esoteric knowledge, even though you can feel it. If this goes upright, this is somebody who is using or following their intuition. That helps. They don't use it. They use it personally, but they also use it for others as well. So I think what the Spirit's saying is, at this point, Virgo, Aries, spirit guides, and your intuition are speaking, and you're not listening. No, but not completely. If that makes sense. You're questioning it. You're feeling it, but then you're questioning your own intuition. You're like, man, it's like, I feel like that's what's happening here. Or Spirit's talking to me, or I feel like I need to do this, but no, I'm just crazy or something like that. That's what this means. Because you're feeling it, you're seeing it, but you're not accepting it. For whatever reasons, you're playing it off. Maybe you think you're crazy or something, but I don't think you are. And Spirit's saying, that's where you're at. And I'm your guidance or your assistance here. And I'm saying, it is never good to be the priestess reversed. The priestess upright, this is a person of God and Spirit. And they trust everything that they feel because they know that they're feeling it because energy is being pushed into them. So I'm going to put this back sideways, and you let me know which decision you're going to make. Because I cannot take your free will. Nobody can. That is the holy gift that we are given. Because through that holy gift we purify our souls, and we can raise in densities and get back to source. So much love to you guys. My son's out there. He's wanting to do some things together. So instead of why, I don't even think about that virus. Like I said in my video, I'm like, I can't even remember the fucking name of it. Why? Because it's an illusion in ways. And what I mean by that is, it's probably real. There's probably real effects going on from it. But the illusion is the fear and what's going to come out of that. Oh God, I gotta think about myself. I gotta think about myself and my family, and myself and my family, and myself and my family. And what does that do? That pulls individuals out of the collective, and that cannot happen. We must stay one because we are one, and that's how Saturn keeps his souls down here and keeps it bad and keeps himself strong and powerful because they're in his world, the 3D world. The 3D world's the Lord of Karma's world, and he wants to break those connections. Why? Because he's more powerful. He has more fun. It makes him more energized. He feels better. Why? Because he's like that. So just trust there's a lot of amazing people in this world. And between us all, if we all just continue to love ourselves and our families, don't worry about that. Don't fear nothing. Don't fear nothing. Death, sickness, lack. Don't fear it. Because Spirit's here. And if you drop that fear and you replace it with love of self, you're loving Spirit. Because we are all one, which makes us Spirit as well. And by loving ourselves, we're loving Spirit. And we're loving others. But by holding on to everything for ourselves and being selfish, we're cutting our cord with Spirit. And that's not good. So keep it all alive. Keep the cycles alive. The good, positive cycles. Always reflect self-reflection and unconditional love. And that's brought to you from Uranus divinity. I love you all. Fear not. Love all.